What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great. Let's get it in. Why is it okay for government to sell drugs, but they lock up drug dealers? They lock up people who sell weed, large amount of weed. Why is that? Why is it that I need a license to do stuff on this planet? Depending upon where you're at, you're gonna need a fishing license. You need a marriage license. You need a driver license. Why? Why is it that certain part on this earth that you can't go to is banned? You can't walk there. You can't go there. Why? Who told us? And why do we need government? Can we not govern our own self? Why do we need government to govern us? I don't understand that. Is this a prison planet? Are we in prison? Why is the mushroom why mushroom and other psychedelics are illegal? Who gave government power and authority to make something that grows from nature illegal to take? But cigarettes is okay. Alcohol is okay. Other form of prescription drug that they provide is okay, but psychedelic is bad. The mushroom is bad. Why? I don't remember signing up for this. You know what I mean? I don't remember signing up for none of this. You need government permission to do everything. You need government permission to get a gun license. You can't own a gun. You need a license for it. Again, I ask, how did we allow government to get that much power over us? Why are we okay with the government controlling every aspect of our lives? I have a huge problem with authority. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I have a huge problem with authority. I have a huge problem with government. I don't like being controlled. I don't like being told what to do or what to think or how to think. You know? So so yeah, man, I'm not too fond of the government. I don't like it. I don't think we need it. But some people do. Some people have to be governed. Some people need government to tell them what to think, how to think. Some people need their mind to be governed. They tell you this is banned. They tell you this is illegal. Like, what the like, come on, man. Like, Government have too much power over the people, and the people are okay with it. That's the crazy part. People are okay with being a slave. Some people, some people like the system. Some people like being a slave. They don't care. They don't care to question things. They don't really care. They don't care that they work a 40-hour work week. They don't care that they have to work for the majority of their life. They just don't give a fuck, and they cool with that. And they okay with it, you know. I'm not okay with it. There's not enough people like me and others who thinks like me enough to, to disrupt the system. But sometimes I think to myself, maybe the system is not meant to be destroyed. Maybe it's not meant to be destroyed. Maybe, maybe you're here because you're here to witness what it's like. What it's like for the government to control people in a world where you gotta pay pretty much to live. You gotta pay money that they print all day long for food that's naturally grown from earth, with medicine that naturally grown from earth, produced from the earth. And paying for water that earth naturally have. You know what I mean? The system we up under is I like to call it the beast system. It's a beast system. It is a beast. The system we up under is very corrupted. The people that's in power, the people that control the government are corrupted. There's a dark force, dark energy that's controlling this planet, that's controlling this government. What is the system? The system has many legs, has many arms. The school system, religion, the medical field, Hollywood, social media, all one body of the system with multiple legs, arms. They control every aspect of your reality, no matter what it is. Down to the clothes that you even wear. You are influenced by the system. Your personality was influenced by the system. You're up under, the people on the planet is up under mind control. Everybody under mind control. Everybody under hypnosis, man. You do what the government tells you. Get up, work, pay bills, and shut the fuck up. And enjoy your entertainment. Enjoy your scripted and rigged basketball games. Enjoy your rigged football games. Enjoy your rigged soccer games, championship games. All that shit is rigged, man. All celebrities, all activists, all social media influencers that are popular are all under control by these forces. They're all puppets. You cannot be on television without you being up under them, without you being a puppet to them. Who control the television? Who control the airwave? They do. The system, the beast. If you're religious, you might call it Satan, the devil. A dark force, again, it's controlling this planet. It's dark forces control this planet. You can't leave this planet. None of you guys can build some kind of how can I say it? Like a rocket ship or something to even trying to leave this earth. You can't leave this earth. You're stuck here. You can't go. You can't even explore a certain part of Antarctica. The government said no. You can't do that. Stay your ass here in America. Stay your ass here on this side of the planet. Truth be told, you don't know how big Earth is. You don't know. You never traveled the entire planet. What you know is what you see in the map. What you know is the seven continent. That's all you know. Because that's all they taught you. What you know is what they allow you to know, you know? And the ultimate form of control for me would be religion. Religion is one of the most powerful weapons on the planet. They give you God and the devil. They give you God and the devil to control your mind, to control the psyche of the human being, to control how you behave. If you do bad, you go to hell. If you do good, you go to heaven. That is a form of control. While they control you with that, the people that's in power, they're going around doing what the fuck they want to do. Behind closed door. They're not going to get arrested. Why they can't get arrested? Because they own the prison system. They own the police department. They own the FBI. They own the CIA. They own every military branch that you could think of. This is a controlled system. This is a beast system. Law and order. Control. Rule through fear. They rule through fear. And God or the devil is a powerful tool that they use. They gave you God, and you think, you think that God is in control. That's the problem. Your idea of a God came from the system. That's what most people don't want to admit. They don't want to admit that. You only know God because of the system. God never spoke to you. Let's be real. Let's be honest with each other. God never spoke to you. He never spoke to you. Ever. The reason why you know God is because of the system. The system produced God for you. God is a spell to keep you trapped, an illusion to keep you looking into the sky, while the government and these higher beings getting away with the bullshit that they do, but you waiting on God to do something. That's the trap. That's the illusion. Well, I'm just gonna let God handle it. It's in God's plan. God will handle it. Jesus is coming. God is coming. Everything gonna be all right. No, it's not gonna be all right. Nothing here makes sense. We're not free. You wasn't born free. You're born into an invisible prison. You're born into an invisible trap. Religion is an invisible chain to lock you in your mind. God is an invisible chain. You're trapped in an illusion that you can't see. Don't even know why you're here. You don't know why you're here. You really don't know why you're here. You say God created you. You say God created you to have this human experience. How do you know that? How do you know you're not a slave that's born into the human body? How do you know the human body is not a prison for your consciousness or soul or spirit, whatever you want to believe in, or that thing that animates the body, the thinking mind, the I? How do you know your body is not the prison? You get old and some people get so old they can't walk. People end up having dementia, can't remember who the fuck they are, where the fuck they came from. The body get old, wrinkle, and then you pass away. So people suffer on the way out. And then when you look at life, life doesn't care about anything. Death doesn't care about anything. Life can be brutal. I choose to look at everything, the good, the ugly, the bad, everything. You can't look at the good and not look at how brutal life can be. Today I read an article of a dude who broke into somebody's house and then sexually assaulted a 13-year-old boy. Like, seriously? Or people who end up murdering their entire family. And I read another article of a woman who got gang raped. She didn't even want to live anymore after that. Even when you look at nature, man, did you know? I forgot what bird that does that. I forgot what bird that does that, but there's a bird that eats its own babies. There's animals out there that eats its own babies, y'all. The bird I'm talking about, damn, I wish I knew what the bird that was, man. But the bird I'm talking about, it eats. It doesn't just eat any of the baby. It eats the baby that think it's weak, and leaves the strong one. That's fucking brutal, man. That's in nature. Nature's brutal. And not only the bird does that, other animal does that as well too. Eat their own kids. Imagine being a deer, being chased by a lion. The lion is hungry, he's gonna eat. But at the same time, the deer doesn't want to get eaten alive. The deer is running for its life. Imagine you being that deer. Imagine you're a deer and you're being chased by a lion, and you know you're being chased by a lion. You might call it's a part of nature. Yeah, it is a part of nature. But it's brutal. What kind of system that is? Lion eat baby animals all the time. What about humans hunting animals? Humans hunting animals for clothes or for sports. Animals feel. The animal, they feel like us. They feel fear. Animals fear, man. I done seen animals cry too. There's videos out there where you see animals crying, screaming in pain. That's the brutal truth, man. I want to go back to the human body. We constantly got to drink water. We constantly got to eat. We got to keep this body in good conditioning. If you don't keep it in good condition, you're going to get sick. Diabetes, cancer. If you're not careful, you're having unprotected sex with your partner or with people, you might catch AIDS, STDs, HIV, the syphilis and stuff like that. That's hell to me. This is hell to me, man. You constantly gotta shit. You constantly gotta buy products, soap, toothpaste. You constantly gotta keep yourself clean, constantly, every single day. You gotta keep your hygiene up every single day. That's work. Now I'm not saying going around stink and shit like that. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is you are a slave to the body. You're not free until you're dead. Point blank, period. You can mentally free yourself from the system mentally, meaning that you don't identify with anything in this system. That's how you free yourself mentally. But physically, while you're here, the only true liberation is death. I look at death as freedom. Now I don't know what's on the other side. I truly don't know, but here, it ain't it. Here is not it for me. You don't know what's in the other side. But we know what's here. What's here is pain, suffering. People having children, knowing damn well they can't take care of them. You having children, you know you can't take care of them, but you still popping out babies like it ain't nothing. Now they gotta suffer. Now they gotta be born into poverty. Now they gotta be raised in the hood, in the ghetto. Now they gotta go through hard shit, man. All because you got horny. All because you wasn't planning on. All because you didn't have planned for that child. You just have that child just to have it. You have it because society told you to have it. Or you was forced by your parents. Oh, you need a child. Oh, you need to get married. Oh, you need to have children. I look at death again. I look at it as a freedom. Now, I'm not telling people commit suicide. I'm just a dude shooting a video. Just a dude making a video about his thoughts about the world, man. That's it. Even if somebody does commit suicide, is that really a bad thing? If somebody commits suicide? Is it? Some people might not handle, some people souls maybe can't handle the physical reality. Who knows why they commit suicide? Who knows, man? If you're one of those people, right? If you're one of those people that always question things, that's always curious about the world, you're one of those people that never really truly fit in. You don't fit in with your family. You don't fit in with anybody. You just don't fit in. You feel weird in this world. You feel like you don't belong. That's because you came from somewhere else. That's because your soul knows this, the system that you living in is bullshit. Your soul know that, man. We didn't, I didn't ask to be here. None of us did. Yet here we are, alive. Here we are alive, paying bills. On a planet that people are arguing whether it's flat or round. Here you are. Not a care in the world. Don't know why you're here. Don't want to know. Just don't give a damn. Well, anyways, folks. Hope you're feeling good. I said, hope you feel. I was about to do my intro. But anyways, folks, stay aware. Be good. Peace. Your boy's out.